Hi, everybody. This is a reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you don't know your placements, you can click the link down below and Truly Divine can help you out with that. So this reading is intended for the month of June. We're going to be taking a look at your love life. I'm looking at the bottom of the Oracle deck for you, Scorpio, and it looks like there was a separation based on the fact that somebody was not able to give you the stability that you desired, or they misrepresented themselves. Perhaps they had a family elsewhere, or there was something that they were not telling you. I think this is kind of interesting because I feel like you had a really strong connection with this person as things are coming through here, but for whatever reason, it just never really got off the ground. And this is you actually giving up. I see a lot of you have spent time focusing on your career. It looks like, however, there was an opportunity for someone to be with someone else. Now, this could have been you and this could have been your person, but this is making me feel like it's more on your person's end because what's coming through here, it looks as though this individual has made some choices that have led to regrets. For some of you, because this tower is at the bottom of the deck, later on in the month, the person you're dealing with could find out that they had gotten someone pregnant in the time that the two of you were apart, because I'm seeing that there hasn't been communication. It looks as though there may have been like some sort of peace agreement or parley or some kind of like meeting of the minds, but then after that, it looks like it was back to silence. And so this is you trying to make a new decision to do something else, but when this tower energy comes in, it really can shake things up quite a bit. So the past energy for your person is the Page of Swords, and you're coming through as being justice. This person, they were really kind of fickle. This was somebody that was difficult to deal with. They may have been cold or standoffish. It could have been that there were things that needed to be said on their end that just never quite seemed to come through. Whereas for you, you feel as though you were very balanced. You were trying very hard to make sure that it was an equal give and take relationship. Now with the intimacy coming out in the reverse, it's making me feel as though that's exactly it. You started to wonder if you and your person were really on the same page. It looks like there very possibly could have been someone else involved in this connection, maybe someone outside of the situation. I feel like because of that, Scorpio, you really took your time or your attention away from this particular person that's coming through here because you really started to question their motives and what they wanted. This is somebody who they had a way of always making it seem like they just didn't have time. They were just so busy. They couldn't give to this connection, but they certainly like to receive, right? I think for you, Scorpio, you're starting to get an idea of why exactly this person wasn't able to give to you now that this connection has kind of dissolved. I feel like through the month of June, there's some things coming out around this person's family structure. It's looking as though there's definitely, and for each of you, it'll be a little bit different, but there's things that this person has done involving someone else. And they really did it because they were in a place of being tired of being alone. I think you tried to enforce reciprocity in this connection and tell this person what you needed from them. And instead of them stepping up to the plate and trying to work with you, they ended up leaving and realizing that they were kind of a codependent energy and really wanted to be with someone else. But the hard part is I don't think they really had a good connection with that person. And I feel like when they made that choice, that ultimately led to them completely losing you, right? Now, the situation that you'll be dealing with for the month of June is the Six of Swords in the reverse with ultimatums in the reverse. So to me, this is a lot of, that's what I was going to say. You may be hearing things from other people. You might feel like you're seeing the person that you had previously been with committing to someone else very easily when you feel as though that's a spot that should have been reserved for you. It looks as though you may have an opportunity to come out of conflict with this person, But I'm seeing a lot of indecision around this connection because there's still really this energy of selfishness. And it feels like this person is prone to playing mind games. I feel like whatever it is you've asked this individual for, it could have been to cut someone out of their life. It could have been to change their behavior. It's looking like this person would rather risk losing you than making the necessary adjustments to be able to keep you around. And I feel like for you, Scorpio, you're really coming to that realization that maybe, you know, in your mind, you're thinking maybe this person didn't feel what I felt, or maybe we were never, you know, what I thought this was. Maybe this is something else. So I feel like for a lot of you, for the month of June, you're trying really hard to take a look at what the lesson has been in this connection for you, because I think that this person's behavior has gotten you into a place where you're starting to wonder if you were the only person who felt the way you feel in this connection, right? So I'm looking over here at your thoughts and kind of your feelings and actions over the next few weeks. And the way that you're thinking and feeling is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So for some of you, this flat out is you finding out that your person that you're interested in has been dealing with a karmic partner or someone from their past. This person has gotten pregnant and you're thinking there's no way that that can be my person's baby. That's just not the case. That's not going to happen, right? Because we do have this children here. For others of you, you're thinking that you can't try to build anything with this person because you still don't understand the way that they operate or what their motives are. So even if you're still friends or, you know, this person has left, either way, this is you really feeling as though this is something that you will have to learn how to move on from. And this is someone that you'll have to learn to live without based on the way that they've treated you. It's almost like you're coming to the realization that this just is not for you. This is not going to work, right? Maybe it's not going to ever really get off the ground the way that you were hoping. And that's kind of, it almost looks like the epiphany that you're having, where it's like, if you loved me, you would have never treated me this way, or you really will never be what I deserve or what I want. Like, I'm starting to understand that about you. For how you're viewing your person, you have the Five of Cups in the reverse. And so to me, this is you trying very hard to get over this connection in a lot of ways, because you are bored of what they've been showing you. You're getting really fed up with feeling like they never really reach for that opportunity to be with you, right? It's like there's something about this person's behavior where they always have an excuse as to why they can't give to this connection the way that you do. So for you, you're getting ready to start going out and finding new love. And that could be what's really triggering you to kind of take a look at this past situation, because you don't want to keep having the same situations happen over and over. Now, Five of Cups coming out in the reverse not only shows you getting over it, but it shows you looking at these two cups back here. And what's interesting is you have two different hands extending cups to you. So it could be very well that you're beginning to look at this person as one of many, that there's other people that you can deal with. Maybe you will be meeting someone new. That's what I was going to say, because you're manifesting kind of that new beginning. And I feel like for a lot of you, that's what, you know, you're really looking at your past about, is like, how do I move forward and not attract the same thing? Well, it looks as though you may be attracting this person, but also something bigger and something better based on what you are going to be thinking about over the next few weeks. So I feel like, Scorpio, even if you're feeling a little bit down right now at the loss of this relationship, not only does it look like there will be an opportunity to smooth things over with this person if that's what you want, but I feel like you really don't. It does look like there's also the possibility of someone new coming into your life. Now, what you will do is the Five of Pentacles, and these three cards are being clarified by children. So for some of you, you will find out that, like I said, your person has been dealing with other people. They may have a kid on the way, and that's just something that you're not interested in dealing with this Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, that's exactly it. Something coming out and you coming to light about that situation. Tell me for the others. Yeah, this is you really walking away from this connection to find your own happiness. Something has been missing in this equation for a very long time. Some of you want children or you want a family and you feel like this person will never be able to give that to you because they're so unstable that it's time to just go out and see what you can see. Now, what will hurt is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So if you don't get out there and you don't try something new because you're stuck at the ending, you could miss out on this new opportunity that I'm seeing for you. The advice is the Six of Pentacles, which is telling you it's time to start getting back out there and giving your attention to other people, because not everyone is going to be the same as this person that you dealt with up here. And I know it's really hard, especially if somebody's treated you poorly and then you see them end up with someone else or give something to someone else that you've waited so long for. But ultimately, with these cards combined, the wait was so that you could see that this really isn't something that you'd want to be tied to forever, right? So what will help is the Knight of Pentacles. And in this particular card, this talks a lot about focusing on your worth, but the Knight of Pentacles is very steadfast. It's helpful for you to remember you don't have to rush into anything just because this is over. You can take your time and really assess the situations that you're putting yourself in or the people that you're meeting to decide if they're anything like this person. There's a lot that you can do to make sure that you're not attracting something like this again. So you're a little bit fearful here, and I completely understand. It's also hard to walk away from something, that you wanted so much. But at the same time, Spirit is trying to tell you that there's something here that you haven't seen. The person up here was never exactly on the same page as you because they were very good at holding on to a lot of things that they needed to let go of, but they weren't good at holding on to this connection. What Spirit is saying is that there's not stability in this, and it's time to stop putting in the work and start investing in something new. The energy of this Knight, however, it's like he's moving one direction, but he's looking the other. So Spirit's asking you to take some time to yourself and really kind of figure out what it is that you want, because at the end of the day, you can't drive forward when you're looking in your rearview mirror, right? Now, over here, we have your person's energy. So this is them. This really, I'm sorry, but it looks like they're contemplating the fact that they are finding out that they will become a father. This is really what this looks like. So for those of you who are finding out that your person has gotten someone pregnant and you were kind of hoping they would come back, I'm so sorry to deliver that news to you. But Spirit is saying, these things are happening for a reason, and maybe that's why up here it didn't work out, because imagine had you gotten pregnant and then found this out, or had you married this person and found this out, or you know what I mean? Like, there's a reason for all of these things to be happening the way they are, even if you don't understand it just yet, right? So the energy of your person that's coming through in this reading is the Four of Swords. I feel like they're a little bit afraid of you at this time because they know that they've done something very unfair. I feel like this person probably really does love you, but whatever it is that they're going to have to tell you, whatever they've done, is something that very well may make you leave this connection completely or just shut them out, right? So they're thinking a lot about how they can explain to you what they did or what happened in a way that could possibly keep you in their life. Now, how they're viewing you is the Emperor. So Scorpio, this could even be roles reversed. Perhaps you are on the other side of this and you are someone who's found out you're having a child. So you're trying to get rid of energy that seems flaky or flighty, but you're feeling very upset because now the person that you want to work things out with, you feel like that won't happen. This person, though, does view you as being incredibly stable, and I feel like that's why they have a habit of being very flaky and then feeling like they can come back and try to get in your good graces. Right now, though, this is the energy of them having to decide how are they going to be able to tell you whatever it is they did? Because with that Hanged Man in the reverse, that talks a lot about betrayal coming to light. That talks about you having warned them about this particular situation, and they went and they did it anyway. And now to them, they feel as though they got their karma in this situation, and they don't know how to tell you what happened because they realize that you were right all along. This is very much the energy of them being terrified to tell you what happened, because all that you really, I mean, you could all look at them and say, I told you so. I tried to tell you, right? Knight of Wands in the reverse for how this is affecting them. They don't know which direction to go, right? This person could be doing some things to sabotage themselves. They could be having some casual relationships because they're just so upset. This could be somebody who has done the complete opposite and decided to withdraw from any connections to really think about what their future will be like, whether that's them having a child with someone else, having a child themselves, or just which direction they want to go, because something in this person's life has changed so drastically that they now feel as though the opportunities or options that they had in the past are fleeting. So this person's kind of freaking out over here. And I think that they may be trying really hard to figure out what the future holds for this connection. This person is coming to the realization that you may never deal with them again. The outcome is the High Priestess in the reverse and rejection. So ultimately, that is that secret being revealed. This is you deciding to manifest something else, and it looks like you're going to be rejecting that connection because Scorpio, King of Cups, is your energy or your divine match, and it looks like you're quite upset, right? It could be very possible that this is that partner that you realize to get what you want, you may have to cut them out of your life completely and stop giving to this connection, right? Because there's so many people involved. We have one person that's giving a lot of love. We have one person that's taking, and then we have one person on the outside of the connection who is very promiscuous, right? So with this Death coming out in the upright, sometimes things explode that way and things are uncovered so that the whole system can kind of crash down, and the person who is really doing what they're supposed to be doing can remove themselves to be able to get what they truly deserve. So I'm going to take this over to the extended reading because I'd like to take a look at your person's energy. I'm going to see what they're thinking about the situation and how they feel about you. We're going to see what they want, what they're currently doing, what they will do, and why they're doing it, as well as how it will affect you and what the advice is for the month. I'm going to pull 4 of these oracle cards, but then I'm going to pull 4 more oracle cards to clarify these because there is not a lot of words on them. But I noticed that when I pull them that way, there's always something kind of nice that they end up telling me. So I'll just pull 4 more, and then we're going to take a look at the message. Then we'll wrap it up, and I hope that you'll join me in the extended. But if this is where we part ways, I hope that this reading was able to provide you with clarity. So this guy will go here. Give me more. And 2 more. Wow. All right. So this is what we have. Magic of nature being clarified by tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. And it looks like Spirit saying it's time to spend some time outdoors by yourself so that you can really kind of start thinking about how can you move forward from whatever this kind of blow is to what you were building. We have rise above problems, healing heart. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. Now, I know when you're feeling down, you probably don't feel that powerful or you don't feel like you're doing great work, right? But Spirit is asking you to see the bigger picture here. Sometimes we don't always attract who we are. You know, people say, oh, everybody's a reflection of you. In some cases, that is true, but sometimes people are attracted to us because they desperately need what we have, right? And it seems like someone that you were dealing with had some issues with a parent, right? So it could be that you give that unconditional love, and that's something that triggered them to run and go do whatever it is that they've done. We have inner power. Set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. That's what I was saying. You know, sometimes things all fall apart And it happens in such a way that you're like, I could never take you back again. Why would you do this? But it's really Spirit's way of just removing someone from your life to make room for someone new that can match the love that you've been giving that old person, right? Finally, we have sexuality, mother healing. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. So this is talking about kind of your adolescence or prepubescence. Perhaps you don't feel very attractive because of maybe you didn't have parents that were overly like, oh, I need to do my hair. Maybe you're more of a tomboy and you had a parent that chastised you for it. This is talking about how you connect with yourself and kind of what makes you feel attractive. There's something around your family situation that I feel like gets triggered by whatever this is. And so this is also an opportunity for you to figure that out before you move into something new. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to take it over to the extended reading, but good luck with this. And I'll speak to all of you again soon. But in the meantime, do please take care of yourselves. Bye. It's to the point, and I know, Scorpio, I read for you just recently in a timeless reading, and your person was coming back. So like everything was upside down. And it feels like this is kind of the aftermath of that situation where this person came back and they really misrepresented themselves or what they've been up to. And now you're starting to see, because how they feel about you is the Queen of Swords. So they feel like you are very guarded. You want answers. You're upset. You're not willing to be emotional about this connection at all at this time right now.